Hey everyone, welcome to In the Beyond, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm channeling another timeless pick a card reading, and today I'm going to be looking into a message from your shadow. So what do you guys need to know from your shadow space? We have 4 piles to choose from today. With group 1, we have the 8 of water and this peach agate. For pile 2, we have 9 of earth and this green zozite. For pile 3, we have the 3 of water, as well as this clear calcite crystal. And for pile number 4, we have the 4 of air with this bloodstone crystal. So take all the time you need to see which card and which crystal is really calling to you. That is going to be the pile that has a message for you today. So pause the video if you need to take more time to meditate further and really tune into your intuition to see where you are being led. I will see you at your timestamp below, which is in the description box. And yeah, let's get into this reading. Let's see what's in the cards, and let's go in the beyond. Hi, pile 1. If you guys were drawn to the peach agate as well as the 8 of water, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message from your shadow has. Let's see what the message your shadow has for you today. So you guys were drawn to Sedna. This is an Inuit goddess of the underworld. She was betrayed by her father. She was catapulted from her kayak, sent down into the ocean, and was drowning. And her father, she grabbed the kayak to try to, climb back in, and her father, he actually severed her hand, which sent her to her death and her later ruling of the underworld and her creation of all of these sea creatures around her. So this is a very powerful story coming from the Arctic space of Earth, the Arctic First Nations. And this is a very powerful underworld goddess. With this energy, I feel like your shadow, the message your shadow has for you today, is to tend to your inner child and tend to your emotional space, especially if there has been a recent or a past feeling of betrayal, feeling like you can't trust the ones who were meant to care for you, feeling like, like you need to just really focus on self-care. But that's just the first message. Let's pull some more tarot cards to get a deeper message today. So, pile 1, what is the message from pile 1's shadow? What does pile 1 need to know from their shadow? At the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of thunder. So yeah, this is really giving me emotional wounds from emotionally feeling betrayed, just feeling really into the heart space, feeling a lot of grief, discomfort. You might have experienced a lot of discomfort early in your life, maybe some betrayals, maybe the people, the caretakers, they didn't have your best interests, or maybe because of their own wounds, they lacked in the ability to care for you in the right way. So that could be just something that the shadow wants you guys to maybe just acknowledge so you can start to work through some of those past pains. There might be a lot of feelings of rage, things under the surface coming through. Oh wow, we have the Strength card coming out. What a beautiful, beautiful synchronistic message here, coming from these sea creatures, coming from the whale, coming from all these beautiful, you know, seals, walruses, beluga whale up there. So you guys are really supported by the depths of the ocean, and this is really going deep into your unconscious mind as well. We're going very deep. The shadow, your shadow is very deep, which is beautiful. It just means that you have a very rich subconscious, very rich unconscious. You can go very deep. You're very interested in the depths of life and the depths of the experiences of life. You have a lot, tons of inner strength. I see you being able to rise up from very, you know, harsh situations, just like the goddess Sedna did. We also have, the 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 9 of Thunder, and the 4 of Stones. Whew, very big energy coming out from the shadow today. They want to speak about, you know, the conflicts that you've been through, the disheartening situations that you've been through. They want to remind you to focus on your self-care, focus on preserving your stability, your foundation, focus on your root chakra, really ground deep into the earth to deal with these heavy emotions and these darker experiences that you probably have dealt with. Whew, as you deal with some things in the shadow, as you just, you know, shed light on them, become more conscious of them, you're going to step into this time of more opportunities, wonder, and beauty. I feel like you will be kind of in awe of just the majesty and the ups and downs of life as well. I feel like pulling a few more tarot cards for you guys. Pile 1, message from the shadow side of pile 1. What does pile 1 need to know about their shadow? Yeah, at the bottom of the deck we have the Empress and Rose. I think you guys really need to soothe your emotional nature, soothe your heart space, really be your own best friend, really give yourself love and nurturing and nourishment. Really focus and tend to the heart space at this time, because I think there has been a lot of maybe betrayal or just disappointments. We also have 8 of Fire. So yeah, you guys have a lot of creative energy on your side. You have a lot, you guys really have a lot of manifesting power, and you have a lot of alchemizing power as well. Oh yeah, this card came out. That's so beautiful. Yeah. 3 of Air and the 2 of Air. So this is all about lots of messages coming through. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at all these beautiful oranges. The Ginger card has this beautiful high rising fire. We have all these beautiful butterflies with transformation, the marigolds, the candles. So much orange energy here with the California poppy as well. You guys were really drawn to the peach crystal. There's a lot of energy in your sacral chakra. Lot of fire energy around you as well for transforming these negative experiences. You will have your moment when you find your power. You will, you know, become that ruler of your unconscious and subconscious. You will find the power that's in the shadow once you start to examine the shadow as well. And again, the message is around, it's really around tending your heart space and really focusing on the inner child. Really trying to soothe the inner child as best as you can. Do things especially for your inner child to bring you more joy and playful energy. We have these beautiful poppy flowers, just, you know, having so much light and so much joy and innocence. And I feel like that's the energy that maybe your inner child is craving. it's more of that lighthearted, playful energy. So maybe doing something specifically for your inner child, like eating a favorite food that you had from childhood, connecting to maybe one of your favorite old childhood toys or pets or animals, like just kind of like reminiscing about childhood in some way, in like a happy, fun way. What were the things that brought you joy and fun when you were a child? Did you like to dress up? Did you like to play outside? Did you like to do art, be creative? Try to tap into your inner child and maybe do a few things to bring them joy and to kind of soothe them and make the world feel more playful and joyful and safe for your inner child. Let's pull some more oracle cards for you guys. Advice for my pile 1. Any information, advice for pile 1. We have Raven, wise woman, a change is coming. Yeah, this is really that underworld energy. You guys are gonna like feel the power that you carry once you kind of connect into your shadow energy. Once you start to connect back into memories or, you know, feelings, you're going to realize like how powerful you are, how much you can alchemize and change, like how you are the magician. You can create radical transformation, radical change. You have a lot of power hiding in your shadow. We also have Frog, stepping into your power. Don't take a back seat in your story. It is time to step up. Yeah, exactly. It's time to realize how powerful you really are. It's time to, you know, stop taking a back seat if you have been. Just step into your power and find the power that is hiding out in the shadow, in the unconscious and subconscious. At the bottom of the deck, we also have Polar Bear with Nurture. I think this is really important. Allow any anxieties and worries to be gently released and offered up to be healed. We have this really cute polar bear cub and probably polar bear mom energy. So like really nurture your inner child at this time. Focus on their needs, their feelings of safety. That is going to really help you in this transitional time, and that's going to help you to find your power again and be that main character energy in your life again. If you felt that was like, if you felt like it was hard to step into the light, engaging with your shadow is going to help you to find your power again. So yeah, that's really what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 1. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this reading, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below. I love reading the comments and I always love doing these readings. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and I hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey pile 2, if you guys were drawn to the green Zozite as well as the 9 of Earth, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message your shadow has for you today. So you guys were drawn to this earth goddess, and I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce her name, but she is a Welsh goddess of flowers and fertility. In this aspect, she's represented as in more of the maiden aspect, in alignment with spring and the bursting and blooming of flowers. So let's see how this is going to tie into your message from your shadow. What do you guys need to know from your shadow? I'm getting a message like, I think you might have a lot of like hidden talents in your shadow, maybe things that you haven't realized about yourself yet. Like some blooming and budding talents coming your way. Let's see. Message for pile 2 from the shadow of pile 2. So we have Oh, we have the Hierophant with cacao. Beautiful. 3 of Earth with raspberry. Ooh, the Moon with Datura. Ooh, the 5 of Earth with slippery elm. Haya of Water with chamomile. This is really interesting energy coming through in this reading. I feel like what your shadow has to say today is a kind of around, honestly, like some past life talents and abilities. I'm getting that intuitively here from these cards. I see a lot of like ancestral talents, gifts. You might be very creative. You might have an artistic talent or a spiritual talent or some kind of like talent around beauty and creativity that you haven't fully embraced or fully acknowledged yet. There's just a lot for you to find in the shadow, in the unconscious and subconscious places of your mind. And I feel like they're really I feel like for some of you guys here, it could be talking about a past life talent or ability. So for some, it might be like more ancestral. It might be something from childhood that you used to do as a child, or something that brought you a lot of joy when you were a child, because we do have the Daughter of Water here with chamomile. We have this innocent child like pouring a sweet cup of chamomile tea. With the 5 of Earth, sometimes this card represents past life knowledge, insights, downloads, memories to me. Yeah, so there's a lot of different messages here around blooming, blossoming into a talented, full, abundant expression of yourself. So you might have an inkling of what this kind of like gift or talent is. Maybe when you were young, you know, you loved singing, you were a very beautiful and gifted singer, or maybe you just loved to create and play, make art, or maybe even make music or something. And perhaps maybe for some reason you just kind of lost sight of that joy, that talent, that gift, that spark that you had from childhood, and your shadow kind of wants you to uncover that again, re-examine some of those lost things from your childhood, like some of your lost favorite pastimes, or maybe, you know, take up singing again, take up an instrument again. That's the kind of energy that's coming through. For some of you, it might be about uncovering a past life memory, gift, or talent. I see here with the Moon next to the 5 of Earth. In your subconscious and unconscious, there could potentially be some past life memories for you to uncover and unlock. So maybe doing some like maybe past life regression or some kind of meditations to help you maybe signal to your unconscious and subconscious that you are ready and you are interested in remembering some past life gift or talent, if that resonates with you. And then right here with cacao, the Hierophant, this could be talking about an ancestral talent or gift that your shadow wants you to rediscover. This could be something from your lineage, your ancestors. Perhaps your ancestors were great weavers, medicine people. Perhaps they tended the earth. They grew beautiful gardens. Or it could also be a creative talent, like we were talking about, art, singing, dancing, music. It could be something like that that your ancestors have a gift for. So whichever message resonates with you, try to explore that gift or talent that is hiding in your unconscious, or it's hiding in your ancestral memory, or just your memories from childhood or past life memories. There's things here that want to bloom and they want to like you know, be like this Nine of Earth card with all these beautiful flowers sprouting and blooming and blossoming. Like, this is what your shadow wants, is for you to, you know, remember your talents, your beauty, be like this beautiful bloom and unfurl and blossom. Maybe plant a garden, plant a food forest if you are able to, you know, plant seeds for the magic that wants to blossom here. Yeah, very beautiful energy coming from your shadow today. I'm gonna pull a few more cards for you guys to get a deeper message. Pile 2, messages from the shadow of pile 2. Yeah, of course, yes, thank you. These cards are just giving us such clear messages right now. Four of Wands, your shadow wants you guys to transform, be reborn, bloom, blossom, go from the caterpillar to the butterfly, expand, grow. Remember what your talents and gifts are. They are either, you know, ancestral, past life gifts, or like I said, from childhood. Maybe in childhood you had a strong spiritual connection and maybe that has kind of waned. It's definitely time to re-examine what is in your memories, what's in your lineage, what is in the shadow. It's going to be different for everyone here, but it's really about blooming and blossoming into a vibrant, creative, joyful expression of yourself. Very creative, very like fertile, vibrant, beautiful. You know, you're just gonna have that beautiful blossoming and blooming. And we also have the Chariot here, and that is a great sign. That means once you start to reconnect with these memories, you will be on track to quickly finding your gifts, your talents, to quickly blossoming and blooming. Very quick energy here, fast moving energy. If you feel called to, really connect to the energy of flowers, because you were drawn to the Nine of Earth, and there's just a lot here and metaphorically and energetically around flowers and their bursting and blooming. So if you have a favorite flower, maybe bring that flower into your home more often. Maybe plant a garden, you know, put some beautiful flowers in a vase to remind you of this, to light up your space with color and vibrant, high vibrational energy. Really connect to the energy of flowers. They are very connected to awakenings and becoming more enlightened and blossoming. So yeah, I recommend connecting to flowers and connecting to these past memories, ancestral memories or childhood memories. Yeah, because there's just a lot here for you to discover about yourself, about your own innate gifts, about your spiritual gifts, your creative gifts. There's tons for you guys to rediscover, and I feel like it's going to be a fast-moving journey. Let's pull a few more oracle cards to get more messages for you guys. Oh yeah, the other thing that was coming through was around flower essences, or just if you feel called to, maybe explore flower essences. They could maybe help you on this journey. If you feel called to, maybe, you know, align yourself with the sense of flowers, and also just like, yeah, just being around flowers more. That was the message that was coming through. Oh, you guys have offerings with wealth. Yeah, it's a beautiful card, kind of representing this abundant energy coming for you. Maybe one more card, Spirit, for messages from the shadow. And you have protection. That's beautiful. That makes me feel like you guys are very protected and watched over as you go through this journey. I think there's a lot of energy supporting you on this journey as well, from, like I said, either ancestors, from your spirit guides as well. I think you're very supported right now as you navigate your shadow and unlock and uncover some of these lost or hidden gifts and talents. And we also, yeah, the wealth card. This is just representing the abundance for your creativity, the abundance coming to you guys as you rediscover these gifts. I feel like you will be feeling so wealthy in spirit, in heart, in mind, in the beauty of the world, and just like radiating out that beautiful, life-giving, abundant energy as you connect deeper into your own gifts, as you blossom and bloom into maybe a more creative expression of yourself, creative and abundant. That's really the message that your shadow is wanting you to explore and discover. So yeah, focus on kind of remembering hidden talents, hidden gifts that you might have. Try to reconnect with things from your childhood, past life, or ancestral gifts, because there's just so much energy supporting you on that journey. You are very protected and guided at this time. That's really what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile 2. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know how this resonated with you. I love reading the comments and I truly love doing these readings. Yeah, just thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey pile 3, if you guys were drawn to the clear calcite as well as the 3 of water, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message your shadow has for you today. So you guys were drawn to the Mami Wata card. I might not be pronouncing that right, my apologies, but this is a Nigerian water goddess energy coming through, very linked to creativity, sensuality, sexuality, as well as beauty, and as well as also destruction, because she does embody some of the destructive forces of nature as well. So let's get a message for you guys and see how this card will tie in. Let's pull some more tarot. Yeah, so group 3, pile 3, what message, what is the message from group 3's shadow, pile 3's shadow? What does pile 3 need to know from their shadow? Yeah, I think there's some strong creative energy that wants to be talked about. Rhythm, flow. We have the Emperor with Hemlock, the Daughter of Fire with Poppy, the Warrior of Water with Osotilo, Curandera of Water with Seaweed, 6 of Air with Cattail, ooh, and Daughter of Water with Chamomile. Beautiful. Let me just tune into these energies. Tons of water cards coming through. I love to see that. You're very connected to water and the energies. Let me get a deeper message. Yes, you guys are really guided by the element of water right now, as well as different water goddesses, if that resonates with you. And the message for you guys, what is in your shadow, it really has to relate to your empowerment and your embodiment, because we have the Emperor card coming out first in this tarot spread. So that is letting me know that in your shadow, I think there might be some fears or resistance to being empowered and embodied and really owning your sensuality, your sexuality, and just stepping into your power, using your voice, using your intuition and your psychic abilities, because we do have this image of a child looking into a crystal ball, really gazing into a crystal ball. This has to do with psychic abilities and clairvoyant abilities, which are very connected to water. And we have this beautiful imagery here of 3 different cards giving the same message, like pouring water. And that's giving me a very healing energy, as well as an energy of, I think what is in your shadow is your ability to focus on yourself. You might always feel like self-care is selfish, or focusing on yourself is a little selfish, but I see a need for you guys to fill your own cup up, focus on your own nourishment and your own self-care. Do things that give you energy and give you nourishment as well. So I'm gonna pull some more tarot cards to get some more messages. Message from the shadow of group 3. Yeah, I think there's a lot of untapped psychic abilities. Maybe you've been resisting them due to fear. Maybe you have just lost touch of your psychic abilities, but I see you guys as having a very clairvoyant nature, and in your shadow, I think you will find a lot of clairvoyant psychic abilities. Perhaps you are or would be a good tarot reader or diviner of some kind. Yeah, we have the 2 of Swords here, the King of Swords, 10 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Death card. So yeah, what is hiding in your shadow, what you might not be consciously aware of or thinking about, really has to do with like I said, your empowerment and your embodiment, you being a leader, you being somebody with a strong voice and strong confident leadership abilities, because I definitely see that as well. Again, I'm getting clairvoyant abilities, reading tea leaves, reading runes, doing any kind of divination or, scrying. I think you have a talent for that, and it's definitely potentially in your shadow due to maybe what other people told you about doing things like that. Maybe people tried to instill fear around those sorts of things. And the other message is around femininity. I'm getting that with the mirror. Maybe re-examining your thoughts about what it means to connect to your own inner feminine energy, like your own nurturing energy, your own dreamy, restful energy, like really connect into the yin energies. And I see like a transformation happening as you do that. I see you stepping into your power, because we have the Queen of Wands, you becoming somebody very connected to your own sexuality, your own sensuality, you being able to experience pleasure, joy, healing, and a sense of relaxation and peace as you connect to these things that we were talking about that are in the shadow and not in the consciousness, or like the not in your conscious thoughts. So yeah, re-examine things around, your own inner feminine energy, your own creativity, sensuality, your clairvoyant abilities, your intuition. Really kind of start to examine those things and kind of shed light on them, bring your awareness to them. Think maybe why is this in my shadow? Like, what experiences have led this to be in my shadow? And just by doing that, you're going to be bringing these things back into your conscious mind, and it's going to be bringing in a strong transformation where you really connect to your own inner power. Your solar plexus chakra, your third eye chakra will be more activated, more open. I see your throat chakra as well opening. You speaking your truth, you living from a more authentic place, and just feeling very embodied and empowered. When I look at Queen of Wands here, this panda is just in her power, you know, she has all this power coming from her own body, from her own embodiment. And that's the same feeling I get from the Mami Wata card. Like this woman, this figure, this mermaid goddess, you know, she's very embodied and empowered. She's very sure of herself, confident, assertive. That's the kind of energy that I think you bringing from the shadow to the more conscious awareness is going to enable a transformation for you, and enable you to start to prioritize your self-care, filling your cup up. Your health, your peace are going to be increased. So yeah, let's pull some more oracle cards for you guys. Pile 3. What are the messages from Pile 3's shadow? What does Pile 3 need to know? Oh, we have abundance with the south energy. Yeah, you guys will be as you step into your power, connecting to these things, finding your truth, your authenticity, finding your path, being really truthful and honest with yourself about your likes, your dislikes, your, you know, what you want to embody, connecting to that solar plexus chakra, you're going to be creating a lot of abundance. You're going to have this beautiful energy that's coming out with the sun card, the south card, as well as these beautiful sunflowers. You know, you're just going to be radiating joy, radiating confidence, yeah, just spreading more empowerment out into the world as you find your own power. And we also have, I was drawn to the top card, we have sea creatures. So you are very divinely supported by all the creatures in the water, as well as the element of water. Really immerse into this energy of becoming embodied and connecting to your intuition, your psychic abilities, your depths, the depths of your subconscious and unconscious. I wouldn't be surprised if you resonate with sea creatures being animal guides for you guys, especially right now. Tap into the energies of fish, dolphins, mermaids, whales, sharks, whatever resonates with you. Really tapping into the energy of water and aligning yourself with that energy is going to be really helpful for you guys at this time. Yeah, let's pull another card to get maybe last advice for you guys. Any last advice for pile 3? Ancestral healing with the eagle. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. So yeah, I was picking up a deep healing energy with all of the water. Water is very soothing. Water is very, very healing. Just the nature of water is very soothing and healing. This is a beautiful card. I love when this card comes out because it really lets me know that your ancestors, your spirit guides, your animal guides are really holding this space for you, so you can feel held and you can feel tended to and supported by the spiritual realms, because I see you guys doing some deep healing work at this time, really connecting back into your sexuality, your sensuality, your embodiment. This is deep stuff for you guys. I'm sure there's reasons why, you know, this stuff has been in the shadow. I'm sure there's been, you know, harder experiences. Trauma always kind of has the ability to have us feel separate from our bodies and ourselves. and I see you guys working through really deep stuff. So just be gentle with yourself, be compassionate as you move through this healing and as you become more embodied and more empowered. That's really what I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this reading, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below letting me know how this resonated with you. I always love to read the comments, and I love doing these readings. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey Pile 4, if you guys were drawn to the Bloodstone Crystal, as well as the Egyptian Goddess Nut, the 4 of Air, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message your shadow has for you today. So you guys being drawn to this card right away, there could be a need for rest, relaxation, listening to your dreams, listening to your inner voice and intuition. But let's pull some more tarot cards to get a deeper message. Messages from the shadow of Pile 4. We have the Ace of Water with plantain. Plantain is a very soothing herb, very peaceful and calm. We have the 9 of Earth with apple. Ooh, the Warrior of Water with Osotilo. Oh yeah, this is perfect. The 7 of Water with birch. The Daughter of Earth with linden, and the 4 of Water with mint. So yeah, this card coming out, this card always speaks about a time of maybe grief or loss and really soothing that grief and loss. You might have been drawn to Pile 3 because a lot of water energy came out in that pile as well, and we have a lot of water energy in this pile, speaking about a need for rest, relaxation, and healing, as well as a strong need to reconnect to our own divine inner feminine energy and really reconnect to our dream space, our intuition, and our third eye here with 7 of Water, birch. This card really speaks about divination practices. I believe of the Druids, they used birch to divine the future. And I see there's a need, and your shadow really wants to speak about a need to slow down, to rest, to connect to your own inner world, the universe inside of yourself. Connect to, like I said, your dreams and intuition. If you feel called to, maybe keep a dream journal or an intuition journal whenever you hear your intuition speaking to you. Jot it down. That'll help you remember. Whenever you hear, whenever you can remember some dreams, always try to jot them down in the morning. That is going to open your dream space even further and signal to your subconscious mind that you want to remember your dreams more clearly, and that could be really helpful when we are working with our dreams, because they're usually very vivid in the morning, but upon waking, we can easily forget what our dreams were about. So I always like to keep a dream journal by my bed and jot down my dreams. It's really helpful. It really helps you to connect to that like slow, still place of your own intuition and that universe inside yourself. So yeah, let's pull some more tarot cards for you guys to get some more messages here. What is in the shadow of my Pile 4? Messages from the shadow of Pile 4. Yeah, really connecting and like I said, the Egyptian goddess Nut is the goddess of the night sky, the heavens. If you feel called to, maybe try to do some stargazing and things like that, maybe connecting to the night sky in some way, doing some meditations or connecting to different stars and constellations. That could be really helpful for you guys. I feel like this message is coming from your shadow because you might be like overworked and overlooking your own need for rest and relaxation, or maybe you are overlooking your own intuition or the messages and guidance coming from your dream space. So we have the Ace of Cups, and this is beautiful. I am feeling like your shadow really wants you to start listening to your intuition, listening to your spirit guides, listening to the smaller voices that have been giving you guidance. And again, this is about rest and relaxation and healing because we have this water energy coming out again. The Chariot is coming out. Beautiful. I think there's a lot of, movement. Maybe you will start to feel unstuck as you connect to your rest. Maybe your body is just really craving some physical rest, some mental rest, and that is going to like free up space for you mentally or emotionally, or even just in your physical world. You won't feel so overburdened and you won't feel so overworked, and that is going to allow you to kind of get this peaceful energy back into your life, and that will almost like help you to feel unblocked and to have things and opportunities get moving again for you guys. We have the Devil here, yeah. The Three of Stones, 10 of Thunder. So yeah, this is what I was just picking up. And we have the Four of Thunder coming out again, and Four of Air and Four of Thunder are the same card. And this card talks about our need for rest and relaxation and really having downtime, meditating, resting our bodies so we can be rejuvenated, really focusing on relaxation and rest. Again, I see you guys definitely, I get the feeling you have been overworked. Definitely here with 10 of Thunder, a lot of energy of maybe burnout and overwork, maybe some feelings about self-doubt and self-criticism and not feeling worthy enough or good enough, and that has led you to overwork yourself. And your shadow wants you to re-examine those things and to start prioritizing your rest and relaxation so you can come into this more joyful space of feeling rejuvenated and re-energized, and so you can start to focus on the things that are really guiding you, like listening to your intuition and hearing where it is leading you. So yeah, let's pull a few more oracle cards for you guys. Pile 4. What are the messages? Whoa, from pile 4. Ooh, we have the Bones for casting divination. And let's see if one more wants to come out. Messages from the shadow of pile 4. Cave, retreat, yeah. Your shadow is really asking you to connect to rest, relaxation, retreat, having a bit of a hermit mode. Again, taking some downtime, some time out, some time away for yourself. Some solitude, some sacred solitude, so you can reconnect to yourself, you can reconnect to your guides, and you can reconnect to your intuition, your clairvoyant abilities. I'm seeing with divination coming out, this is the same energy that I was feeling from the Seven of Cups earlier. There's a strong need to start paying attention to the signs and the symbols from your spirit guides, from your intuition, and from your dream world. I think there's a lot of synchronicities and messages that maybe perhaps you haven't been picking up because you've been too busy. You've been putting your intuition in the shadow. You've been putting these messages from the unseen into the shadow of your consciousness because I don't think you have like the time recently. I think you're really overworked and overwhelmed in some capacity. Maybe you're taking on too many responsibilities, with work or friends or family. And so you've been pushing this into the shadow. You've been putting the intuitive nudges you've been getting from spirit into the shadow. And that is why today your shadow is speaking about paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that your intuition and guides have been showing you, the messages from your higher self, your soul. They want to be acknowledged and heard. And this is as soon as you start to take more restful relaxation, more of a retreat, more of that hermit mode, having some sacred solitude, meditation, anything like that you resonate with. You know, even just taking out a few minutes of your day to maybe sit outside if you can, and just focus on not thinking about anything, just focus on, you know, listening to the birds or just listening to the silence, listening to your own heartbeat, really just trying to do nothing for a few minutes, but rest and relax. That is really going to help you guys. That is going to open up these intuitive channels. That is how you become more intuitive, and that's how you see signs and synchronicities and, you know, hear the messages from guides and things like that. So yeah, let's pull any advice for pile 4. Is there any advice that wants to come out for pile 4? Ooh, we have the swan, graceful transformation. Yeah. And we also have the panther. Okay, this is perfect. And yeah, I felt like pulling this last card as well. We have sight with the owl. So, starting out with the swan, graceful transformation, soften your heart and find your flow. Softening your heart and finding your flow, I feel like that's really asking you guys to focus on your rest and relaxation and meditation. I think you've been overworking yourself. You know, maybe you've been too hard on yourself, asking yourself to do too many things, being over disciplined. I think it's time to, you know, focus on relaxation and rest and just going with the flow, taking more downtime. We have panther here with protection. Consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away to freely. This is a perfect message because I was getting the feeling you guys were overworked. People taking your energy, people not reciprocating your energetic exchanges, and I think it's time to put up those boundaries, retreat into your cave, focus on your solitude. And lastly, we have the owl. Sight, detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control. And this card is really speaking about focusing on your intuition and seeing those signs and synchronicities, really seeing the unseen world, seeing how they communicate with you, listening to the call of your intuition, listening to the call of guides and your higher self, that kind of energy. So yeah, that's really what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 4. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this reading, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below letting me know which one you chose. I always love to read the comments and I love doing these readings. Thank you guys just so much for being here today, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings.